That's still a pretty epic intro.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Man,
Hello,
I got a
everyone.
good evening, everyone.
Happy Amazon Prime Day. I hope your shopping is going well.
Yeah, I have not gotten any deals. Have you, Joe?
Yes, I have, but none of them were photography related.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm actually interested now. Is that bad? Like, I don't mind. Like, I want to hear the other. Like, I expect the photography equipment to be bought right, and it's some of it's over my head sometimes, unless
Right.
it's like a staple, like the new camera, right? Like, I remember when who was talking about the Sony mirrorless camera, right? Like that
Right.
was kind of cool. I don't mind. I don't mind the big upgrades. It's the point 0.1 point upgrades that I can't. I'm like, it's kind of, I
Like
don't
the
know.
little the tweeners, the in
Yeah,
betweeners.
yes. Those because I'm
Yeah,
like,
I totally
I'm
I
not
totally understand.
sure,
Yeah.
but I like to hear when it's like, ooh, you're getting a new camera or even a new light system, I guess, kind of thing.
Right.
I guess it's like the bulbs or sometimes the frame. But
Right.
I'm a lover of art, man. So like even y'all's photos, I'm always like, man, this is always killer stuff. Like you guys don't get to see what I get to see in the chats that we have. So Sandy and Joe are mainly more Sandy. She's always like, what do you guys think? And Joe was always like, check out what I got. But for me, it's always like, ooh, like it's like
Right.
I'm like, man, guys, this stuff is awesome and it's amazing. But then they start getting to all their photo talk, and I'm just like, some of it I get, most of it I'm just like I don't.
Yeah, the technical stuff of it starts to get a little.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, though. Like when I teach people photography, they think that I'm going to be like this super technical guy about it, and I'm not. I'm not really. Even when we talk computer stuff, I don't get super technical. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like I could talk shop if I want to, but I don't really like. I don't know the model, like the exact model numbers, all the specs, and all that type of stuff. So I know enough to keep engaged or to keep someone
Sure.
engaged in it, but it's not like the favorite thing of me to do. Like if you watched my YouTube video yesterday,
I
which I
didn't
know
get to watch
Sandy
it. I
didn't.
saw it on there. I haven't been able to watch it yet.
Yeah, because she didn't like my heavy breathing, but
Oh,
I was actually riding a bike, so that's the whole thing. I was
okay.
actually riding a bike, so I was actually putting forth effort.
And I saw her remark. She was like, "I'm getting Blair Witch vibes on this."
Right. So, but I was just like, the cool thing is I didn't have to wear an external microphone because this camera has a microphone on top.
And did it
And
catch real good?
And if you watch the video, you can actually hear my heavy breathing.
Did you post it up on Facebook yet?
It is on Facebook.
Oh, I need that. Tell us in the
YouTube.
comments what you got. We're gonna get to Amazon stuff later. So
yeah, so it's on the YouTube. But I was just trying to test this camera out, and I can't even remember the. Wait, hi Sandy.
I'm like, you need to be in here, Sandy. We're missing a box right now, and it doesn't look this way normally.
I couldn't even remember the name of the camera.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of funny because I call it a review, but it's not really a review. It's more of like I'm testing how to do a vlog type thing. So, but basically, I just took some footage and I squeezed it all together on one little thing just to kind of and chop it up to make it feel like a vlog. Mm-hmm. So it's fun. The main thing is, here's the thing, people. I don't care if you watch my videos. I just need subscribers.
I appreciate the honesty, Joe. You're like, I'm just farming for subs, huh?
You're muted. I can't hear you.
I'm muted?
Yeah.
Weird.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Huh.
Yeah, you're like totally muted. You've been muted, I guess, for the last 30 seconds or so.
What?
Oh.
Now?
Wait, hold on. Wait, is it me?
Can y'all hear me out there? Sandy, can you hear me?
Hold on.
Sandy says she can hear both of us. It's just you.
Oh my goodness. It's Siri. Siri, stop. It was me. It was Siri. She was like, she recorded my whole question. It's like,
oh, so you said, hey, Siri, please repeat back to me what I just said. And
it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I couldn't hear you. It's because Siri was listening in on my conversation.
Well, the floodgates opened up.
Yeah. I know they can hear us good. Well, I'm glad that y'all can hear us. because I couldn't hear Mr. Pineapples there for a little bit, and I know he was saying something.
Yeah. I want to share some things because Sandy's not going to be here for just a couple minutes. I want to share some comics, man. I haven't been able to share comics in a while. That's my jam. So
yes, let's do it.
All right, so I got this really cool comic. I'm a big Storm fan in the Marvel comics. I don't collect many Marvel comics, but I collect anything that has Storm on the front, and anything that has Ghost Rider on it. And then
Storm is from the X-Men.
Yes,
She
and so
can control the weather.
Someone sent me this awesome looking cover, man, and I was like, yes.
That's really cool.
I love the electricity. I love her old suit, her new suit, the white suit, and everything else in between. Mm-hmm. And she has that one where she had a mohawk for a while, right? And sometimes you can catch that in the comics. So, but anyway, there's this one that I got. I really like that one. And then, okay, so y'all remember earlier this year we lost Jason David Frank, right? More commonly known as the Green Ranger.
Is the Green Ranger?
Yeah, or Tommy Oliver. And so I was able to get this right before he passed. And there's a lot of Power Ranger comics out there that have him on there because he's so iconic, right? He's so synonymous.
Like he is the Green Ranger.
Yeah. And so I love this, man. Look at that. Sad. It's a sad cover, but man, it is awesome.
Right.
So I'm all for supporting, because, you know, even though he's passed, like when those kind of comics sell, like there's more into it for me than just collecting comics, right? Like I know if I buy any comics that have Tommy Oliver on, or that have Jason David Frank on it, like that goes to his estate, and he has a daughter that he really loves, man. And for those of you who don't know, Jason David Frank, he suffered from depression and stuff, and he ended up taking his life earlier this year. And so it was really sad, really heartbroken. He was really into the fan community, loved the community. He never did.
Yeah, he even came to Lubbock. I think he even
did. He really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and everywhere he went, people were always like, "Man, he never disses the fans." And he always talked about. He's like, "Man, I love Power Rangers." He goes, "That thing got me started, and the people there have always treated me well." Like he always just talked well about it. And was never like, "I'm too old for it," or "I'm too whatever." So more power. All right, these cover. I got some cool covers tonight, though. Check this one out. So the publisher is called Whatnot. It's a popular selling app like eBay.
Quested.
Yeah. So the cover is a double homage. It means that it's representing the old style of Nintendo 64 video games, and specifically the Legend of Zelda game on the Nintendo 64.
Right.
And so I love this cover. Don't ask me how much it costs, but I love this cover. Okay, and then this music? One on my side.
Is it?
Do y'all hear music, everyone?
I'm like, is
my fan is going on? Do y'all hear that? Maybe.
Wait, hold on. No, it's definitely. I hear music. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay. So this one I got this week, and it's a series that I don't normally like, Batman comics or whatever. I couldn't help it because this one had flown under my radar earlier this year.
Wow.
And it's called it's pretty detailed, isn't it?
I know. I was like, wait, did I draw that?
This is called the April Fool's cover. And so this came out in April, but I wasn't able to get it. But there was one on the shelf today. And again, this is from an old previous month, so they don't normally even put them on the shelves. And I was like, "Oh, gotta get that." So anyway, I like that. And then finally, this is another new comic that came in, and geez, I really like this.
Freaking Siri! It was Siri. Siri started my music.
Siri's playing music. Who's controlling her? Someone's messing with her. So this is a comic called Superman Lost, and in this comic, Superman has this white suit with a gold shield on it. Wow. And he's traveling in space trying to get back home. So,
like, for me, this is what I see. Like, it's like the artist, like, how can I be as lazy as possible and create something, but then I don't have to really do a lot of work to it? Why don't we come up with a storyline where he has a white suit with no,
and we don't have to, so it's funny that you mentioned that. There's an artist, his name is David Nakayama, and he is popular for doing these covers that are called negative space covers. So what I want you to do for a minute is think of Spider-Man's, for example, Spider-Man's, the red in his suit, okay? Now imagine taking the color of that red and making the entire page that color. Then you only have to draw the black lines
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
only have to draw the other
Right.
non-red colors because the red is the more popular color on him, or heavy
Right.
color. So you only have to fill in the other colors that aren't there.
Yeah. Well, I'm not mad at him. I'm definitely not mad at him,
No. Yeah.
because I'm a 2% guy myself. So whatever I could do to make it easier, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
And I ain't mad at him, but I'm just like, is that ever coming around?
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I don't have to put any shading on Superman except for his face and the environment.
Fair enough. So what's funny is that, so you saw the white and that gold shield, right? There's a comic that has that cover. It's all white and you just see the gold shield. So I guess that would fall into your
right, exactly.
total laziness category,
like,
right?
Dude, I'm done.
And that comic sells for like $100.
See, I
minimal effort. Minimal
effort, easy money. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's catch up on some of these comments real quick.
I'm all about that.
All right. Oh, Sandy said Siri works when you don't need her to. Yeah. And then she works when you don't need her to, and then she does work when you do need her to. Yeah. Or something.
Yeah, she was just going crazy.
Sandy says the Green Ranger. She says, here we go. Hurry, Sandy. I don't know what. I'm going to just ignore those comments. She says, true. The Green Ranger tune.
True. Yeah.
John.
I don't.
Sandy,
yeah, I was hearing music on my end, so
I like tracks so I could jump off and jump back on for the longest long jump of all time.
Okay. Sure.
Great. No music. I don't get that, CPJ. It's Mini Joe. So he says, Kate showed me all the ugly Supermen that have been cast. Okay. So did you just hear? Okay, they got the new Superman. He's this young cat, like as young as can be. I was talking with some comic book geeks, and we were like, surely they're going to be doing a Superboy movie because the guy, he just looks so young. So they cast him. They cast the new Lois Lane, and then today James Gunn just revealed the cast of 3 new people. So there's a new Green Lantern, and it's Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner.
Oh, nice. What, Guy Gardner had the weird haircut, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's the redhead. And yeah. And Nathan Fillion's, he's a little old. I love Nathan Fillion. Don't get me wrong.
I think he's
absolutely
awesome.
love him.
Like the rookie?
Yes. Like I enjoy watching him on that all the time. But he is a little old. So to be playing a Green Lantern, and we all know how that worked out in the last time. So anyway.
Well, maybe he's passing on the lantern to somebody.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. And then there's 2 more roles I cannot remember right now, but they are superheroes. Okay, so anyway, we'll see what comes out. They cast these people right now because the writer's strike is going on.
There's somewhere I can put my computer for now.
Say that again. We didn't quite hear you right.
Hold on.
So anyway, they cast these people, right? And they're doing it so that they can cast them before there's a writer's strike going on. They can't move forward with the writer's strike, but there's a rumor that's saying that. So for any of you who haven't been able to watch any new shows, and I know it's summertime, but they're not writing anything new, movies or shows. Anything that we see television or movies related, it's either rerun or was already done with everything, meaning the filming and everything else. So, but nothing new from a month or 2 ago.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? What I read the other day was that the studios and the streamers, they don't plan on coming to the table anytime soon.
Yeah. So next up is the association related to the actors.
Right.
They plan to hop on board with the writers. And if you didn't know, just to give you a little heads up, writer's strike, the last writer's strike that happened was back in 2007. That was, and it was brutal back then. We lost so many shows that year that just they didn't get picked up, didn't get renewed, nothing, because there was no way to do it. And I remember 2008 was the year that I made my rule where I do not watch any brand new television show until 3 seasons in.
Right.
So 3 seasons in, I can start watching the new show. But before that, I don't, because of the writer's strike of 2007. So I'm interested to see what this does this year. But now with the writers going first, the actors are going to follow suit here pretty soon and not do it. Everyone's fighting, or not fighting, they're striking because they're not getting fair or equal pay on streaming movies and media, basically.
Right, yeah.
That's the main thing. The second one is they want to not argue. They want to make sure that there's some clauses written that talk about not being able to use AI to write television shows, movies, etc., etc.
Right.
And let me tell you, the first time I was ever introduced to anything written AI, it was from you, Joe, your son. I think you and your son, right?
Yeah.
They had prompted something. I read it and I was like, "This is really good, dude." I don't like sports movies or stories.
Mhm.
I was like, "Joe, that was really good." He goes, "That was written by a computer, man." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah. He just did a one sentence. He's like, write me a two paragraph thing about this, and that's it. And it came out and did it himself. So
it was
AI
good.
is like super powerful, and it's definitely the wave of the future.
My
Welcome,
bad.
Sandy. Glad you decided to join us.
Y'all need to remind me about this shit. My bad.
We're not counting. We're not counting.
It's all good, Sandy. It's all good.
Thank you.
All right. Sandy says, "This comic books are the Andrew White of photography." I don't know what that is. Going viral for some.
That guy that took that picture of Beyonce, and it was like the blurry image. Basically,
Oh yeah, because it was a junk photograph.
Yeah.
all
and
of
he
a sudden
claimed
it's
it. And he
Beyonce.
claimed that he did it.
Is that
Like
the
on
one?
purpose.
Remember when Homie was telling us about how? No, that was you, Joe, right? Like everyone's taking those blurry photos on purpose and
Yeah,
using them on Instagram and everything, and they're like, people love them, and it's like, but I can't see anything.
it's
Yeah.
terrible. It's
Okay.
terrible.
Okay.
Anyway,
John says,
hello,
"Mr.
everybody."
0%." CPJ. Anyone else watching USA versus Panama? Is this a football game?
I
Soccer.
think it's football. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Football.
No,
No,
I'm
you said
not.
football, and you said, and it's football.
Oh,
Football.
okay. I'm not watching it. Are either of you?
Can I tell you? I'm not watching that, but I am watching Team USA on. It's called the VNL Volleyball Nations League, and
Oh,
it's a
that would be
tournament
your
of
style.
all the big volleyball countries, and USA is ranked
Hi,
number
Priscilla.
1 right now. So
Interesting
Whoa.
question from, hold on, Darian. Wait, is this Darian from last time, Darian?
Oh yeah. That's my.
that lived near
That's my.
Skinwalkers?
Yes.
How's
Yes.
that challenge going,
Right.
Darian?
We haven't gotten any video in yet. Joe
I
said he was
don't
going to
believe
send
he
you.
lives nearby because we should have seen something already.
Yeah, and especially since we heavily incentivized him with money.
Exactly.
Joe's money.
What
Joe's,
Let's not forget.
Joe's $500.
Joe's $500.
the 500 pesos.
Because I had $5 on it, and Jamie had 10.
Yes.
Right.
And then Joe had like
And
the
Joe
other
said
498.
250,000 or something is really
Yeah.
low.
It was
No, pretty
outstanding.
positive. That's not what he said.
CPJ was saying that y'all mentioned Mario. It made me think of the Duck Hunt track and Mario combo. If Mr. Bowling Alley was on top of comments like Sandy, but here we are. Oh, I see now. Now I catch what you're
Sorry
saying.
about that.
So you know what's cool about that, CPJ? I saw an ad today, or maybe just a random guy's video somewhere, where he has this arcade system, and it has all the old school Nintendo games loaded up into it. And he was like, and we got the arcade games and et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, I might have to tell Dr. Pineapples about that because my birthday's next month. And it looked sick. I was like,
Is it an actual cabinet? Because
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
So
Yeah,
the
'cause they
control,
have
you
some-
know, you got 4 controllers on there, and it was a nice big widescreen too.
Right. I think didn't your son have a Nintendo old school thing, Sandy? Like he had this little small Nintendo box, and it had like at
Yeah.
least 100 games on it. So,
Yeah, the old school Nintendo.
mhm.
Yeah,
I played.
sure
I think I
did.
played Kings of the Beach on it and Metroid.
Yeah, he still has it.
All right, Josh, are you in the comments by any chance?
Who's Josh?
His name, I don't. Well, he's going to have to be there. So Joshua Price, are you
Joshua
in the
Price.
comments?
Can you come down? Hello.
Come
Joshua
on
Price.
down.
CPJ saying, "Ooh, I would totally buy that arcade Mario game." Yeah,
So
they
you know what
never
Kay
made an
did?
actual arcade Mario game.
You hadn't been to Mexico because Mexico had a little arcade game. We would
Are you
go to the
serious?
little store, yeah, and then you'd put your little pesos in there, and it was straight up little Mario arcade.
I guess technically Donkey Kong would have been it.
Yeah, they had one too.
Okay,
And then Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, but Mario Brothers.
Original Mario Brothers. That was in the arcade.
Yep, that was in the arcade. And I remember playing Top Gun, and I remember playing even like golf. They had the golf one and Dragon's Lair, and I was terrible at Dragon's Lair.
Jamie's watching
Dragon
Dragon
Slayer.
Slayer right now, right?
You mean Dragon Ball?
Oh.
Close.
It's like Buffy the Vampire that you keep saying. thought.
Yeah. I don't remember where we're at. I'm sorry.
Well, you were talking about comic books. Sandy, how's your day going? Or went? Or
What did I do today?
or this
Be
weekend?
home.
Since we were gone 2 weeks.
Did you explain what happened? I mean, last week was a cluster. Like we got in and then you forgot what day it was because that holiday fell in mid, and then we're like, let's go to this, and we're planning, and then just kind of like tonight, we forgot it was freaking Wednesday.
Yeah, because it felt like the weekend still. It did.
Yeah,
feel like
it really did, because we got back Monday, and I was working on my vehicle Monday, but then we were closed Tuesday. But then there was still festivities going on.
Right, yeah, exactly. There was
still shit that needed to be celebrated.
And we left early, but I still had things to do. And then I was like, what the crap?
Yeah, you're funny. Because the fireworks show, I absolutely love their fireworks. And, I get on and complain about my fireworks, but I love fireworks. I just don't want them to be popping at 3 o'clock in the freaking morning, okay?
Right.
Because my dog is on and off my bed, keeping me up because the fireworks are keeping him up because he's freaking out. And so I'm just like, can you cut it out with the fireworks? And then these people that just leave their mess everywhere. I swear, I'm getting old. Like everything fucking bothers me. Like the way you look, the way it's too hot for shit right now. Like, ugh, everything.
Dude, Jamie, we had the whole family over at the house. It was so awesome. Like
At your new house?
At the new house, I hadn't barbecued in so long, or it's not really barbecue now because I don't barbecue. I just made some burgers grilled on the Blackstone, and we're sitting out front, and we took our lawn chairs out, and we watched the neighbors doing the fireworks across the way.
We spent $0, but had an amazing fireworks show.
Right.
I like that. I had the same thing for the night before the 4th of July. We had fire. I heard noises, and I was like, "What's going on?" And so I went to the house, went through the house. I was like, "Hey, there's fireworks!" So we can go to our back. We can go to the master bedroom's window.
I bet you can.
And see the entire city. And so it was like, oh man. The weird thing was, it was like right in the middle of the city. And so my wife was trying to tell me where it was. And I was like, no, the stadium is over there. This is right there. I was like, I don't get it. It's a neighborhood that's that way.
I'm going to show you the awesome time that I was having here in just a second. If he gets here, there it goes. I'm going to show you the time that I was having, the fun that I was having.
Oh. CPJ says, I have that little Nintendo and the original. We love it. I can get to 9th level so fast. Extra man. What?
Nice.
You gonna show us your picture?
Yeah, here he goes.
Josh, are you here yet?
Joe was having the best time. Not even kidding. There is no exaggeration.
That smile is real.
Yeah.
So much fun.
It might be the wind contributing to that as well. He was going so fast on that little sucker.
It was so amazing, Jamie. I'm like, I want one of these now.
Oh, that wasn't yours? Whose was it?
No, it was Sandy's cousin or Sandy's brother.
The funniest thing. So he got it. He went to a car show, and the guy was selling it for like $200. So he's like, "All right, I'll take it."
And that takes, so the producer attempted to take a picture of me on this, and she failed miserably.
Like he was seriously speeding, and we're sitting there, and he's like, "Get a picture."
It was like too late, huh? Like
I don't understand. And then I was like, well, I don't understand why we can't get this right. So,
So he unfortunately had to keep doing several passes, and he just absolutely hated it.
I hated it, every second of it. But then I did my best. Here we go. This is
what even is
that? Is my rebel without a cause pose right there.
You just need some leather chaps, and you'll be good.
Love of Texas.
You can't see below because I have my camouflage shorts on. So that's
okay. That makes sense.
Just so you knew that. So that's how that was. But it was such a fun time.
It was. We had a great time. Food was delicious. Oh, and then picked up some pork chops, and I should have picked up more. I was really upset that I didn't grab more. You know, when you get a to-go plate and you're trying to be like, oh, let me just get 2. I should have got the rest of them. Different story. And so what I did for dinner, not the following night, because we went and had more events and more
Right.
things to eat.
Right.
So then the following day, I cut up all the little meat off of the pork chops, and then Joe made his salsa. So I sauteed my pork chops in that, and it was very, very good. Cade was like,
Nice.
I'm out because it was super spicy.
It's
And
funny
Eric
for
was
you
like,
to be
"This
making
is really
spicy
good."
sauce, Joe.
Because it's flipping spicy. That's why.
Yeah.
I still have some. Man, it's still got a kick to it.
Yeah.
It's
So like
it's
heat it up, and if you heat it up, you're like, made me flash back to my mom making salsa.
some dragon fire.
I have a comment that I need to read.
Go for it.
CPJ says, before we get into anything super serious, can we give a round of applause to Cell Phone Joe for reaching great heights in his camera world, and Sandy selling that 3-pick panel of the animals? My mercy, y'all. Congrats all around. Thank you,
Aw.
CPJ.
So much. Thank
I
you
appreciate
so much.
that. Thank you very much.
So what she's referring to is I was chosen. So you actually have to submit a class that you want to teach to this very large photo conference. And to be honest, I didn't think I was going to get in. So I was like,
Did you lie on your resume and that's how you got in? That's what you did.
So the thing is, the thing that I'm going to teach, I've done one time. Not just like,
So you
They
basically
don't know
lied
that
on your
though.
resume.
That is the definition of make it or fake it till
Fake
you
it
make
till
it.
you make it.
Yes,
yeah, I was
yes.
like,
So
oh,
how many times are you going to do this thing before you teach the class?
at least 4 or 5 times because I haven't.
When's the class? April next year.
April 2nd through the 4th. So I will be
And where?
in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, you're going to be close to somebody. Who is it?
Dude, I can totally get down there for that one.
We should. You
It's
should.
like 2 hours away. If you
How
add
much
3
does it
more on
cost,
for that.
Joe? Because we don't be doing discounts up in here.
Right. So I will be there from April 1st through the 5th, I think is what I'm going to do. But it's really a big conference, and I'm just like super excited.
Dude, it's like 2.5 hours away from me.
I mean, hold on a second.
You're gonna
Let's
add
just
like a day or
step
two
back.
on there,
I'm
right?
talking, Jamie. Oh my gosh. Let's take a step back. We are in the presence of greatness here. Final four
Oh,
up
that's
in
right.
here.
That's right. Yeah.
And now teaching a conference that he knows nothing about. I mean,
Nothing.
I know a smidge.
That
make
shouldn't
it up
stop you,
as
Joe.
we
You
go.
you go for it still.
That's what I'm telling people. I was
Look.
like, just go for it.
Even the doctor that gets C's and D's in their
Is
finals
still
and
a
everything,
doctor.
they're still doctor.
Speaking of doctors,
If you pass the bar, you pass the bar.
You pass
Right?
the bar. Yep. What were you saying, Sandy?
I watched a TikTok. There's like an investigation going on. Venezuela, something like this. I don't know. One of these. And this doctor, or she says she's a doctor, has all these certificates. This is kind of like what Joe's doing. Has little certificates of classes that she attends,
Okay.
but doesn't actually have like her degree.
Yeah.
And so they're like looking for all these things like, okay, so you said you went to this school, right? She's like, but we looked on the roster and they show the roster, like your name's not here. It didn't show that you graduated. And anyway, turns out she's not a damn doctor. They've shut her down, but she's been doing plastic surgeries on people.
Oh my goodness.
Girl just got on the YouTubes. Joe, this might be something I do. Get on the YouTube and just research it.
That's all I need to do.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. Anyway, people are freaking crazy. Like, that's someone's life you're messing with.
Yeah, see. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling I'm
right. I'm just telling you how to hold a camera and hope
right, I'm just like click the button. That's what you do. I'm not telling you to like cut here and then
yeah.
This is how you add lips to people, Brazilian butt lifts, that kind of stuff. I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all just be careful. Do y'all's research while
Yeah.
y'all getting BBLs and stuff.
I don't know. Never mind.
John said, run. And he said, it all fake. Okay.
I had this awesome event happen today, and it totally it was so cool, guys. It was so cool. Like I was
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, I shared a little bit how I'm doing this cybersecurity thing. I'm really trying to switch my careers this year. and move into the GRC field, governance, risk, and compliance. And I have a new YouTube channel out there that I created. Actually, I've created this brand by accident. Okay. So I was watching this
It's a
video one
happy
day.
little accident.
Yeah. I was watching this video in my
I know
program,
where
and one of the guys on there, he was just explaining something real quick, but he said he called people cyber gangsters on there, and I was like, ooh, I like that. That's catchy. I like that. Cyber gangsters, right? Other people were using cyber heroes and cyber family and all this stuff, but this guy just said cyber gangsters, and it stuck with me. So I went out and did some finagling around. I created this Discord, invited a few folks. Now I got like a little under 100 on there, and then I created a YouTube, and I got like 150 plus subscribers on there
already.
And, yeah, and I put these videos on there.
That's some bullshit.
And
I've had mine since 2013, and I have 195 right now.
Dude, I'm like, it's pretty cool. So then I had my first official guest earlier today. Her name
I hopped in for a minute.
Thank you, Sandy. I did see you. Thank you. Yes.
But y'all that was my pay grade. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, they speak in a different language.
I did.
So, we were talking all the cybersecurity field topic. And I had like 15 viewers show up. I had like right under 20 at the highest, but for the most part, it was about 15 people.
I'm glad Janae's microphone got to working.
Yeah.
181, 295. Oh, yeah. Elijah, you better listen to Elijah.
What is he?
He says you better copyright.
Oh, that's
copyrighted. Hi, Elijah. Welcome.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about you, Elijah. Where do you live?
I don't know if I know Elijah. I feel like I do. Tell me, Elijah. I think we know
Elijah.
Look at all those views, man. Yeah. That is awesome.
It's legit, right? It's pretty cool, huh?
Congratulations, Jamie. That's awesome.
Thank you. I'm not even gonna lie. Like people, they'll message me.
That thing was AI.
Yeah. Midterm helped me create it.
Wasn't he talking about AI?
Well, AI text. But anyhow, I had this. I had my first show tonight. Well,
that was your first show?
Well, I've had two before it.
But
tonight was my first official guest. My videos, they usually are just me talking about the we call them requirements in the cybersecurity field. And these are requirements, meaning like what companies have to obey.
There's Janae. Hi, Janae.
Hey, Janae.
It was so fun.
So Janae was my guest host tonight on that also. So she helped me out. She's amazing.
She's a guest host?
Yeah. So she helped me kind of, flow with the interview. And you know how we do it whenever we have our guest host on here and we got someone we're interviewing, right? So she fulfilled that, and she was awesome.
So was she the comment reader like Sandy?
No. I just needed her to make she has we both have the same type of perspective, new people trying to get into this field. And so as long as we kept that, it was helpful so I could look at the comments and put them up whenever they were necessary, right?
I think Janae also mentioned about women in this field. I guess there's not a lot of women in the IT field, or there's not a lot of gangster women.
So in IT in general, yes, ladies are mostly, they're hard to come by. You rarely see them. But specifically within
That's
the cybersecurity
crazy because
field,
NCR, they have quite a few women in the NCR world. Remember
for all the strides that are getting made, there's still a lot to be left. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Why do you think that is?
I think it's a male-dominated
not the bowling alley.
I kind of got mixed up. I was like, wait a minute, what?
No, why do you think that is? Does she have one or no? I'm kidding.
I think it's more of just being a male-dominated field first, and
bad or what?
I think people treat women a little bit different. Well, I think women get treated unfairly lots of places. It's no different in IT.
Yeah, because I think they get spoken down to a lot. I think.
Yeah, and they get menial tasks sometimes. They get asked to do some dumb stuff. Also,
give me a sandwich while you're working on my computer.
Yeah, stuff like seriously. So, and they don't get anyway. There's just a bunch of bad stereotypes, in my opinion, on it. But I work with a lot of
good for y'all breaking barriers.
So, yeah. But anyway, it was a really phenomenal night. It was great. It went on for an hour. She's going to come back. She was happy to be partnered up with me and say, I'd love to come back for part 2, 3. I'd like to be a guest more regularly.
She'd
And I was
like to be like
yes.
a permanent guest.
Well, I don't know that she has the schedule for that because she had
okay.
mentioned later she was
Well,
like,
kind of like how we did Sandy. We just told her she was going to be.
Just
on the
tell
show.
Janae what she's gonna do
yeah, Sandy
in
was
this
voluntold.
male-dominated show.
And she
Sandy, did you not get the memo today?
Yeah.
It's Blue Day, and
My shorts are blue.
Maybe you didn't do shorts.
Do you think IT is to men like nursing is to women? So the opposite sex in that field is not as dominant?
Those are good questions.
Yes,
I
but it's really
You know how they say like women are more nurturing?
Yeah.
I'd like to go ahead and break that stereotype.
I think you've already broken that
'Cause
stereotype.
that is not accurate. Anyway, go ahead.
you know what? What I don't know if you feel like you can comment on that in the comments, Janae. Maybe you
Yeah,
can say something.
Janae. I bet she's typing up
A long
something right
Yeah,
now.
just something.
yeah. So
And
maybe
we'll
you
be
can
on
say
a different
something, Janae.
subject by the time
And
she's
then-
finished.
And then we'll
Elijah,
be like, what are you talking about, Janae?
Elijah, you're in the field too, aren't you? You're learning. She does talk about you a lot, Sandy, when it's just Janae. So let me just tell you, just for reference, Janae and I belong to a small group of people that have really excelled at learning our cybersecurity topics and things. So I keep them close because they make me want to continue being better, and I want to surround myself with excellent people like I do here. So that's no difference in there. She is part of a small group of people that I consider to know their ish. You know what I mean? And so
Yes.
that's why
Joe
like
and
to
I
keep
know
around.
ours. I just love this comment. I love Sandy. Every time Jamie talks about this show, my first question is, Mamacita gonna be? Well, hi, Janae. I love you too.
She missed you last week, Sandy.
Janae, listen, one day I'm going to get it together. It's not going to be obviously today, but one day.
One day.
We've been looking forward to that day for the last 20 years, plus 20 plus years. So
Anita says, Sandy, you broke it already. The show shifted once you came on. No offense, guys.
What in
none
the?
taken for me. Look,
None taken,
that's-
girl.
look,
That's
at
that's
some point, Janae, not tonight.
I
at
am
some point,
totally offended.
we are going to have Sandy.
Listen.
We are going to have Sandy tell you the story of how I completely
when you broke your arm.
missed. No, the overalls. We're gonna have her tell you the overall story one day. Not today.
Why would you bring that up? Like everybody
Because-
here? That was the
Everyone's heard it already here, but she hasn't.
Janae.
See, even Joanne says
She said I second that. Listen,
What is that?
I need to tell y'all
Where
something.
is the block button for?
Right. I need to. Is it? What if I put a little star on all these little comments that I'm
Block
loving?
user.
I don't know. Try it. See what happens.
I
It's not gonna
love
break
these.
it. That's for sure.
Star. Star. Star.
Remember when we first started? We had our comment of the week,
Yeah,
We did.
our comment of the day, or something like that. That was.
Yeah,
so
I can
we're
funny.
gonna
already
bring
tell
that
you.
back next week. Don't worry. You'll see it.
Yeah.
Right?
As a matter of fact,
But yeah,
so
That's
I
awesome.
have a goal, and I thought about this last year, and I might have shared it with Jamie. I don't know if I shared it with you, Joe, because you never read my messages. But so
Right. She's
I
right.
want to do just a one time. I want to do a stand-up show. Of course, it would be like just my friends and family. I don't want any strangers there because I wouldn't feel comfortable, and I probably
Oh,
was
but you
better.
would kill it, Sam. You do
I
it
don't know.
every time on here.
I'm-
We did this for every day for a week, and you killed it. You would.
But the stand-up is different. Like,
Mhm.
You do this, but I think you'd be just great.
like I'm.
so
I'm
you need to
probably
do it like at the next family gathering. That's what you want to do.
no, my mess.
No, I want to be there.
Too soon.
Too soon. Too soon.
Too
Never
soon.
mind.
No, but I really do want to do it. I know that I'm probably going to have a few drinks. No lie. I'm probably going to be speaking in cursive, but I really do want to do it just to get it out of my system. It's something that I kind of want to do.
Don't they have open mic here at
They
Froggy
do
Bottoms?
at places, yes.
Okay, so
Come on,
Sean
John.
said no, Sandy. Okay, well, there's that.
So don't invite Chung to your
So
first
don't-
night.
Yeah, He's gonna bring tomatoes.
PJ says yes.
Agreed.
So I want to figure out. I had asked Jacob Hamill,
Huh?
and if he had heard of because he's younger and goes out and does things,
Yeah, he does.
and I think he found one, but I don't know if that's like an open mic. But anyway, so CPJ says, "Sandy, you're so funny. You make me funny." I love it. Let's see. Hold on. Joanne says, "Stand-up comic."
Well, so Sandy says no, mine is too soon, but is this weekend okay?
No, way too soon. Oh my gosh. Do it. Life is about going for it. You're the only one stopping you. That's
Sandy. I didn't think I was going to get picked.
Wait.
Remember? And I went for it.
Wait.
So
do it.
you
Life
go
is
for it.
about going for it. You're the only one stopping you.
That's
Jeanette, I
exactly
hope
right.
you're reading that for yourself, girl. Okay.
Oh,
Just
snap.
tell you,
read it for yourself.
You're reading it
Just
for
put that in your
yourself.
face.
Also, look.
So
Have you ever been in the presence of someone who you think is pretty excellent, and then at times you feel like they don't realize that, or they don't say enough words that they are excellent too, and you're like,
Joe's never been around anything like that. Joe's like, I'm excellent. Every day that he wakes up, he's like, I'm excellent. And why do you think he's on the Final Four?
I think I'm like, Janae has some crazy good skills, but sometimes she comes across as not realizing that she has those skills. She does.
Janae,
she does.
You are the only one stopping you, Janae. So to answer Joanne's question, yes, I want to do stand-up. I've always loved stand-up comedy, and I want to do stand-up comedy just a one time. I want to end on a good note. Yeah. Joanne, just one and done.
So the sets are 3 minutes, right? They're 3 minutes or 5-minute sets.
I don't know.
Have you ever heard of a place called Bar PM?
Yes.
Bar PM. Is that the one downtown?
Yeah, it's on University.
Okay, so Monday night. Wait.
I don't know.
Monday night on a school night.
I don't know when, but I'm sure if we look enough, we'll find when their open mic comedy night is, Sandy.
Yeah.
They have an open night comedy night.
Joanne would like an example. I'm not drinking, Joanne. God. I'm not even funny right now.
I want an example.
Look, John just said, John is just telling me just to stick to running.
Come on, Sandy. Give Joanne.
So I think Sandy's style would not be like, she wouldn't be telling jokes necessarily. She would be a storyteller.
Yeah, like I want to tell you shit about my life, my family, my parents.
Yeah, like the stuff under the bed.
Not that, because that's not funny, Jamie.
Oh, no. It was funny that night.
It's not funny because y'all know I just be doing some dumb stuff. Like, for example, tonight, like I knew it was Wednesday because I asked you if we were doing a show.
You sure did. I said I didn't have time to put the promo up yet.
And then Eric says something, and then I just up and leave my house.
Where were you? You were 20 minutes away from wherever you were at, though.
I was at my other house.
Don't get mad at me.
No, we were. The electrician needed some measurement, so Eric's like, "You want to go?" And I'm like, And he's like, "They were doing a lot of stuff." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go," and completely spaced. I can't think of anything right now, Joanne. You put me on the spot.
Yeah, I feel like you're hilarious, and then like especially in the backdrop of like a group. If I'm encouraged, that's why I want like just friends. Whatever.
No. Listen, like if I say something and then you guys laugh, then it just starts vomiting.
Okay,
like
that's what I'm talking about. Like that's the backdrop is as long as the audience is there.
Yeah.
Like you're hilarious and people are gonna laugh. Like then if that's your reason behind it, or your excuse behind it, you're gonna just keep rolling. It's just gonna keep coming on, and people are just gonna keep.
I know. Then they're gonna have to like yank me off the stage.
They're gonna have to bring you back for part dos.
No, just one time.
You need to like. So you need to come
yourself,
up with your spiel and just like whether or not you're gonna, and then you can just kind of outline it out.
Yeah.
And try it that way.
So what do y'all think? If y'all think what have been some of Sandy's funny stories?
Joe, we can do it together.
Oh, see, here we go.
Okay, on a Wednesday night.
Why it doesn't
What's the
frustrate me.
slowest night?
It just makes me feel
Right
like
when y'all open. That's when we because if we're gonna bomb, I don't want it to be full. I want it to be it's just starting.
No,
You're
like,
not thinking that, Joe.
this
Come
is-
on.
This is only like invitation only type event. Like that's who I'm inviting. It's just like friends and family. Let's see. Joe can take your pics. I'll encourage you. You can talk about the white girl you know who lets out gritos. You can do a lot of no mames stories. You know, I gotta.
That's
That
I
could
like
be your
that.
whole thing. No,
That
mames.
could be. Oh snap!
Yeah, that could be. I could see that.
Y'all. Oh my gosh, I have to show y'all this. I'm gonna send this little video to y'all because
Okay, while you're doing that, let me tell you real quick. There's a the new trailer for Blue Beetle dropped yesterday.
What is Blue Beetle?
It's
What
a new
even
DC
is?
movie. Now look, I'm not a fan of DC, and I know this movie will flop too. But darn it, that trailer, this last trailer looked absolutely amazing. Also, the new Ahsoka trailer dropped yesterday. That trailer, now that I've watched all of Rebels, the animated show, that new trailer looked absolutely amazing and out of this world. I wish that they would make the next new Star Wars movies, forget the Skywalkers, bring in Ahsoka and make it about her.
What are we
I
talking?
heard that it was Star Wars. I heard that it was pretty good, but I was told that it'd be good if I had watched the Rebels.
Dude,
and
you
then
need
watched
to.
the trailer.
You absolutely need to. Hurry up and get there because that show's going to come soon. And I did it and I was like, okay. That show, there was no business why it needed to be as good as it was. It had no business being as good as it was.
Yeah.
God.
Priscilla says, IDK what y'all are talking about. But Jamie Pina, I was going to buy you some Whataburger ketchup and mustard, but they didn't have any ketchup on the shelf at my store.
Priscilla, guess what happened? So
Guess what happened, Priscilla?
Last
Guess
week,
here it comes.
my niece's boyfriend's family was coming up here. I was like, where do they live? Texas. And I was like,
What part of Texas? Lubbock, Texas.
I was like, are they going to pass a Whataburger on their way up here?
They're like, no, they haven't. They don't even know what a Whataburger is.
I forgot the rest of that conversation because I've been so busy and preoccupied with stuff. My niece texts me on Saturday or Sunday and she says, Theo, are you available for you, whatever? And I was like, yeah, what do you need? And she's like, are you home? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, can you come out to the front? And I was like, I know, Mom, it's this and this and that. Just what? And so she was like, I don't remember her boyfriend's name. Carlos, Caleb, Condry, whatever. Anyway.
That was way.
Once they brought the Whataburger, he can't remember anything else.
He came in the house with an ice cooler with a dozen Whataburgers.
A
on
dozen?
ice. Yes.
That's a lot of money.
That I was like,
you didn't even offer to pay for him.
I said,
I knew it.
how much do they cost? I said, how much do they cost? I'll be.
No, my man, that never even came out of his face.
He added that part.
I was like, you didn't have to do this. Thank you so much. And then I ate Whataburger for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 3 days. And there's a trick to it. So you throw them all in the refrigerator. When you heat them up, you take them out. You separate them. You heat up the bun and the meat in the microwave for 30 seconds. And then you take the bun and the veggies and you heat it up for just like 10 or 12 seconds, just so that the bread gets a little soft. Put them back together, some mustard, and cut some extra pickles. Man, that was I was eating like a king. Move over, Burger King. Move over. And then Priscilla, thank you, because I used my spicy ketchup that they brought me.
All of it? You used all of it?
Yes.
You did. You didn't even save it.
Hi, Shavita. Thanks for coming.
What up, Shavita?
Fashionably late.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I know Shavita. She's great people too, by the way. Just in case.
We met her last time. She was.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Yes, she's a great person. She's going to be a great PCI analyst or not analyst.
That's what I was going to ask you. She said heat that stuff up in the air fryer. Have you tried that? Do you have an air fryer?
I
you
do,
gadget guy.
Girl, you know.
What kind of pavo do you think I am?
I told my niece I'm giving her my old air fryer and my what's that thing called? The Instapot. Giving her my old air fryer and Instapot. And I told Dr. Palmer, I said, babe, I want a new Instapot, so I'm going to give it to mijita, so that I can buy new ones for us.
Can you touch on how that dinner went, or is that something that's off
It didn't
limits?
happen. Oh, guys, my daughter was in a show on Saturday, and
Oh,
A horse show.
give me a second. So she had been doing well all day, okay, and I was recording her. She's doing all her contests or her shows. There were 7 that she was doing. She was on number 6. So on number 5 at the end, she says to her coach, she's like, "Can you check her horse's name is Monty?" And she goes, "Can you check Monty's feet, please? I think his shoes are messed up or something." So she gets down there, she checks, and she's like, "Nothing obvious." I saw her do it. And I was like, "Okay." And then they started the next round. So we're on circuit 6. I'm recording her. And I'll tell you what, guys, I was watching, and something was wrong with Monty, because when he gets to like his second or third rails, my daughter was so excited because she was actually going to start jumping him, and these were like 2 or 3 feet high rails, and Monty stopped right there at the rail, and my daughter flew right off, like she flew right off, and I'm sitting there looking at my camera phone, and I'm just like, "What the hell?" And I look, and I can see she lands.
because
Anyway.
that is, I mean, okay, while you compose yourself, that is one of the scariest things, especially because Jamie and I know what happened to one of our favorite people.
Yes.
And when you told me that, that's exactly what I thought of. And I'm like, that is the scariest thing, especially for, I mean, you know, as a parent to be watching that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So
Yeah.
sad. Hey, Alex.
So hey, Alex. And yeah, so Monty, the horse, stopped before he got to those rails, and my youngest did not stop, and she was actually in midair, ready for the jump. So when he stopped, she literally, it wasn't like she got thrown off. She flew over his head, and he's a tall horse. From his back alone, he's 6 feet at least.
Oh my.
So
Wow.
she flew, and she lands on her back, and I started to run, and then I stopped because I know how my daughter is, and so I was just kind of like, wait, because the coaches in the medic or whatever were running out there, so I was just kind of like, wait, because I know how she is, and I'm sitting there with every fiber, or I mean, standing there, and I'm just like,
Don't helicopter,
wait,
Dad. Don't helicopter.
wait, that's you know how you
I'm in this brace, but step back.
Right, exactly.
So, and then I kind of ran a little bit more, and then I was like, stop, Jaime, stop. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, God, please let her get up. Please let everything be okay. And she gets up, and she's kind of like, you know, just dusting her stuff. I'm like, okay. And I can see her walk in, and they go grab the horse, and they come back, and I'm like, I'm trying to just
Hold it together. Just hold it together.
Yeah.
So she walks off the course. Everyone's checking on her, make sure they're checking on the horse. Her concern is the horse, and we can tell that he's lame in his back hind right leg, and so,
Okay, but like, how is Monty? Are they gonna have to put him down? Because
No,
once these
no,
horses get injuries.
So here's the thing, and Monty is older, and we knew that we were getting close to his like,
Put him out to pasture.
but no more, like, just let him coast on the rest of his life. Like, no
Right,
need to anything else.
Right.
And so, but we're still not sure that that's the time right now. So, they're waiting for the vet.
Give me Monty right now. He can come stay with us.
Yeah.
Eric will take good care of him. Eric, we will love
I
on
got
him, and
lots
Eric
of
will take care
room.
of him.
Lots of room now.
We do.
Yeah, so that was crazy on Saturday. So that whole story, Sandy, to tell you that we didn't have the dinner because I couldn't not think about her on Sunday when the dinner was supposed to happen, and I was like, I just need to cancel it because
Right.
whether she's good or not.
We talked about that. About that.
So if her adrenaline,
No, I mean,
was,
totally understandable,
you know.
because here's the deal. So, like right after that fall, you get up with adrenaline, like I'm okay, my pride, blah, blah, blah. But then I've seen people, I mean, I'll be watching rodeo shit. I mean, I've seen people collapse. Like, it's scary. Like,
so that was my first time seeing her do that.
Yeah.
And it was not like, I swear, like, I have my phone up and I am just like, and like my hands just falling. I'm like, what? And I,
Like,
yeah. Like Whew.
And she's been checked out and she's good. No
She's
concussion
good.
protocol
There's
or
no,
anything.
there was no nothing. She
Man,
didn't feel,
thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Kids are super resilient. It's so crazy some of the things.
Because if that had been you and I, okay.
Fellas, at this
There
life,
would have
I'm
been
done.
someone else taking this spot right
No,
here.
me and Monty will be put out to pasture together.
I'll be having more than a lame leg. Let me tell you that.
Wow, Jamie Pina, I'm glad to hear your daughter is okay.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, ooh, that was a.
So, well, she's not riding horses anymore. No, it's the update.
I wish I could say the case, but that
Nope,
doesn't
nope.
scare her. She's all like,
As long as
like,
she gets back up in the saddle.
yeah. And so right now, that's her big thing right now. She's like, Monty's lame, so I can't ride him, but she's still got to go out to do her work study and do all that jazz. And so, but she can't ride him, but she's excited to get back out there tomorrow and check on him and make sure he's okay. But
that's good, man. It's good for her. It's gonna.
Yeah, don't let
it's
that
bad for
fear.
you, but it's good for her.
I'm like, this is what I have to look
saddle.
forward to, because my daughter, like, that's what she wants to do in life, is like she wants to bring horses. She wants to show people the joy and love of horses. That's kind of how she words it.
I mean, horses, if you've not ever been around, they're majestic animals. They really are. The horses are beautiful until they bite you and kick you.
And he's a little rough, but she can control him. But when I'm around him, he loves to like headbutt and stomp his foot.
Monty detects something.
He is like,
Yeah, he's like.
well, he's like that with everyone.
He's like,
when
you're
he's
afraid of
with
me.
Eden,
She's not afraid of me, so I'll
He's like,
respect her.
this one's bad juju. This one needs to be headbutted.
oh god, he's like, I need to put him out to pasture.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a waste of human being right now.
Poor Monty. Well, hopefully he's going to be okay.
I hope so too. So when they're lame, it can mean any number of things. It's a general term that they use for any kind of anything that's unordinary or out of the ordinary, right? So he could just have like a hoof that they need to, cut and look for this thing and then just let it heal. He could have a fractured something, right?
So he wasn't trying to throw your daughter off.
No.
Something that he just did not feel good.
And your daughter felt it. That's what's really good.
Yes.
I mean, that's very intuitive of her.
Yes.
She
I was
knew
like,
her
what
animal.
happened, Eden? Afterwards, the next day, I was like, what? I remember when you did that. I was like, what was the story, baby? Or what happened? And she was like, I just felt like he was a little off, Dad. She was like, I could feel there was just something weird in his stride, literal stride, and his jump. And she's like, I just felt like something wasn't on normal.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's awesome, though. That's a good little bond that they have.
It is. And they talk about that, right? When they do their training and stuff, like, you have to have that rapport with your animal, and you have to, that trust, that relationship. It's a relationship that has to be built. And so, yeah.
Speaking of the word rapport, I'm going to tell you something. That when you said rapport, that just flashed me back all the way to Bob Mills Furniture. There I was looking for some furniture. And this salesman that's not a salesman, that doesn't creep up on you to bother you to be a salesman, because they say they pride themselves on not having stalker shoppers or whatever. Anyway, so he starts chumming it up and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he's trying to sell me this $9,000 mattress. And I'm like, nah, bruh. Anyway, so he tells me, well, now that you and I have built some rapport, I want you to, and I'm like, oh my God.
You think that's what this is?
Me saying no to a $9,000 mattress, that's rapport.
And I'm like, sir, you really just said rapport. Did you just go to training today? Like, you really just said that to me? And I was just, anyway, we didn't buy nothing from old Bob Mills.
I don't even remember what Bob Mills is, but you reminded me of when a friend of mine went to go buy a bed, and I was with them, and I was like, I'm gonna be a wingman for them. I was all like,
we gotta go.
Mount up.
Good night, everybody.
And I was like, come on, now I know you got some super secret deals back there. Don't get him the free pillow, give him the free whatever it was. I tried hard. And they were like, oh, you don't have to do that. And I was like, I know I don't, but you won't ask for them. But there's always stuff. If you don't ask, it just stays free and you never get it. I know that.
Does it stay free, or do they just bill it in there somewhere?
No, they keep it for themselves, probably is what it is, right? There ain't no $9,000 bed for real. But they're like, you're supposed to get some free sheets and pillows with this, but I'm going to keep the $100 pillows.
I mean, it was a nice mattress.
I
But
imagine.
it ain't $9,000 nice. I'll tell you that much.
Well, they tell you spend what 25% of your life in bed, so it should be a good bed.
I'll probably spend a little bit more if I like to sleep. I'm like, that statistic does not apply to me.
Right, exactly. Hey, let's go back because Sandy wanted to show a video that she did.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Her
Sandy.
stand-up
Sorry.
comic.
Sorry.
This is me being so, and it's English and Spanish. That's kind of I'm going to be English and Spanish. Jamie, you'll get it. I meant to send it to you. And I didn't.
Oh, hold on.
Anita had to endure this a couple of times.
Hold on.
So Anita's seen it. She's probably going to skip out on this one.
She's like, I'm done.
So
it's only
done.
8 seconds. Here we go.
Oh yeah, it's a tiny little video.
Give me a second to entire screen.
Here it comes.
What is going on?
This filter is hilarious. So let me preface it by saying this. We have some people that come into our office. They are the most penny pinching people. Okay. So I feel like anytime that this lady comes over, I think she just always uses our restroom. Anyway, go ahead and play it.
I need this to stop looking at me.
It's a little crazy for real.
Oh wait, I forgot to hit the audio. Jeez, hold on. Oh my gosh, that is out of control.
That filter is nuts.
Yeah, that filter's hilarious.
Okay, all right, you ready?
Here we go.
Yeah, let's see.
Make sure the audio's up. Yep. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God, how embarrassing. This lady just walked in. Y luego se fue a cagar. Oh my God, how embarrassing. This lady just walked in. I mean, she beelined it to our restaurant. And then she was in there doing the boo-boo. When she came by, she had like this guilty face. And she wouldn't even make eye contact with me. I'm like, man, I hope she cleaned that up.
She was like, keep looking down.
He's like, I know where there's a bathroom. What is this?
Yeah, the neighbor. Ours is, that's what I told Dahlia. I was like, Dahlia, I'm going to put like an out of order sign. Because that's a traumatic experience.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Sandy, insurance story. I led a second level team of people who would help the agents get their applications for their customers insurance submitted through the system. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One of my guys, he was like, hey, can you come here for a second? I'm like, what? He goes, I got this weird ticket. And I was like, what? And he says, just read it. Here's the ticket number. I pulled it up and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what the caca? He was like, I don't know where to send this ticket to in the company because it obviously isn't ours. And I was like, the ticket came into us. Sandy, I swear you might have been the one who submitted this ticket because everything you just shared is how it starts off. But then he says in the ticket, he goes, the customer left and there was crap everywhere in the bathroom. And then we started realizing it stunk outside still. And he had been dragging poop all over the carpet.
Oh my goodness.
In the office and everywhere. There was just poop all just smeared across the floor.
My first thought was to email IT.
IT, yes. They were like, who do we get to?
I was thinking like they filed a claim or something.
No.
That's what I was like thinking. Like, why would
That's
you
what
get
should
it?
have been. Or why the claim didn't go through, or why the application for the claim didn't go through. That's what should have come to us. This they were like, can you tell us what department in the company should this ticket go to? And I looked at him and I'm like,
Emergency Management Services cleanup, like CSI, crime scene cleanup.
You gotta be ishing me right now, right?
No, he was definitely all over the place.
I had to call the agent and be like, Mr. Agent, I just got this ticket. I just wanted to confirm
and the floor
and the
and the
floor and the
ceiling,
wall.
And the, I mean, it was
walls.
the ticket described. I was like, this is truly an April Fool's joke. So I'm on the phone with the agent, and I'm like, and the agent was so weird too. Like talking to him, he was like, no, like it wasn't like he was trying to convince me. It was like, we really need the carpet taken care of. Can you do that? And I'm all like, you realize we help you with your applications.
I think he was just so frazzled.
That's like he wasn't connecting with
He
reality.
wasn't
100%.
connecting. No, because how do you like? I would have closed it down and called. I don't know what I would have called.
And that's kind of what he was saying. He was like, who do I get to fix this? And I was like, well, IT certainly seems like the first point of contact to do.
Yeah,
with
I
that.
mean, he'd have
First
been
point.
better off calling 911.
Mine as well is called 911, but geez, guys. So hold your ish together, okay? Wait. Are you one of those people? I don't know that you'll share right now, but I hear stories as the older people lose access to their facilities all the way, and so maybe that's what happened to him. He just what was that?
A bedtime reminder.
That's right. I told Sandy the other night, which that went off. I was like, I thought you were in the hospital, and the baby chime went off, and another baby was born.
No, that's just at 9:39. It reminds me to go to bed.
Okay.
That's early. That's why Sandy gets mad at 3 and fireworks going off at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Hey, we never asked everyone. What did everyone get for the Prime Day stuff? I'll go first. I got nothing. Who's next?
Well, that was boring.
Screw capitalism.
Lame.
What about
So
you?
I
Did
ordered.
everyone start telling us in the comments what you got so we can see your pretty
So, someone's big kid's birthday is coming up, and
Yes.
she wants these
What are those?
It's a purse.
AirPods
purse?
Max.
AirPods Max.
Como que AirPods?
What do you
I thought that
mean
was a purse,
AirPods
too.
Max?
That's
That's
what they call a
heard of that.
clutch.
Yeah.
Is that a Louis Vuitton?
Did you order it for Timu?
No, it's not.
Did you see that guy that ordered AirPods and they're like the shape of AirPods, but they're like putting
Sandy, did you see my laser engraver?
yes, that were
They
earbuds.
were so fuzzy.
Yes.
No, anyways, they had a sale, and I was able to order her some for her birthday. So I got that, and then I got some. Jet and I have been riding bicycles lately, and so we've been riding in the dark. And I was like, we need some lights. So I got us some bicycle lights and tail lights too. So
That's very cool. That's actually very
So
cool.
we've all heard of the hoe bag, but have you ever heard of a Joe bag?
I was like, where's she going with that one?
I will tell you, when these first came out, Apple took a whole bunch of hell for this. They're like, what is this? Why is this the case? Because they won't
Yeah.
fold. This is what they do. The other thing that's the downside of these is there's not an on and off button for these. So if you take it out, they're on.
Do that again.
Those remind me
Let me see how
of
you did that again.
the
That was like sorcery.
sorcery.
Oh, wow.
Those
Yeah,
remind me of those ear ones, those ear muffs that you used to
But the only way to turn them off is with this bag. It's one of those Apple things.
they
Sorry,
remind
Sandy.
me of those chingaderas where they used to do your hearing at school. Like raise your hand if you Eric needs to redo that because I swear he can't.
Joe don't remember those. It was too old back in
No, I don't think they tested those back in the
Stone Age.
Back in the day, they used to test our backs too. Like we'd have to bend over.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
we had to
roll
do
up,
that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
make sure that we didn't have scoliosis.
And they took that pizza roller and ran it across your back.
Yo, I sent y'all Carrie's cell phone pics. These are great, Carrie,
Of what?
of her lightning. Joe, yours were freaking epic.
Dude, yeah.
They really
Let me
were.
show you this one while you're pulling that one up. And pull hers up. So I was
Oh,
like,
Priscilla said they still do hearing tests. Do they do the scoliosis? Check your little backs. Those are
wow,
good.
that is
So I
awesome.
was coming back from my house and I saw the lighting and I'm like, oh, let's go do it. It's a good one.
That one's a good one.
That's
One's a good
so
one.
bright. Look at that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's like your future, CPJ, super bright. Dude, that one, like this hole opened up.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I'm in my driveway.
I know, that was so
I'm
ridiculous.
in my driveway.
These dumb pictures.
That's so gorgeous, dude. It looks so fake.
Okay, and you printed it, right?
I printed it. Yes, it looks so amazing.
I love how it's just like varicose veined out everywhere.
Yeah, every
it's
woman
so
loves that.
crazy, dude. And you know what's funny? I was looking away whenever this is going. So to take photos of lightning, I had to keep my shutter open for 20 seconds.
You didn't use your Pluto?
I didn't
Shot
use my
through
phone.
shutter. Shot.
Just press the button. It's on a tripod, and whatever you happen to catch, you happen to catch. So that I did
Shut
that
the
one.
shut up.
And then that was, which one did I go? That one.
That's really so cool, dude. It
That
reminds
is.
me
That
of like
one's
a web.
amazing.
It's like Spider-Man's web shooter coming out, right?
It's so great. Okay, so you see where the light is over here where that light in
Stop
the middle.
pointing at it with your finger. We can't see, Joe.
I know. I'm like, where's your
Jeez.
mouse?
Right here.
Freaking guy.
So
Okay, yeah.
when I saw the storm coming, I was standing right here, and then I was like counting because you count the seconds, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
sure do, girl.
I was like, one without. Oh, okay, it's getting a little close. So I moved back to my driveway, which is back over here, and then I was able to start capturing some really cool ones. And did that one. Yeah. The cool thing is because it's a 20-second, it looks like they happened at the same time, but they didn't happen at the same time. So
Mm-hmm. CPJ says, you mean you didn't just turn on a video and then screenshot your screen like me?
Exactly.
What?
Nope, I did not. Like this one, like
so
the way the
beautiful.
clouds, like it was really such a. I haven't seen this cool lightning in a while.
I know. I mean, yours were great. I mean, they're
Yeah.
so dumb.
This is the one when I was standing under the because I even photoshopped the wires here because there were the wires from the power poles there. So
Sandy, your stupid video won't stop playing.
My bad.
I'm trying to find something in our chat, but you.
Oh,
Guess what happened?
What happened? You got married?
Got married in
no.
a fever.
Say what?
Did you know this? You know,
Jamie
this person.
does not know this.
I do
Jamie
know.
does not know
Actually,
this.
I saw one of the rare times I was on Facebook this weekend, and I saw that. I was like, oh, I was able to like and congratulate her. I said,
That's
"You're
awesome.
rad, girl. Way to go."
So for those of y'all that were just being so cryptic, this is B. Y'all have been there. B is my cousin. B is Joe's sister-in-law. She got proposed to and she said yes.
Way to
Yeah.
go.
Way to go.
Congratulations.
And it was pretty cool. I was there.
Hey,
I was not. I was vacationing. I was celebrating our anniversary.
it's the anniversary.
Did we like talk about like what we did? Did I tell you about my trip? I think I
Yes.
told Joe, right?
Yeah.
Did I tell you, Jamie?
Yeah.
Might have to save it for another time.
We might have to save it.
Anyway,
for...
did y'all see that headline that I sent you? Joe, are you gonna shoot a wedding? Shoot!
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
snap!
He is.
No.
He will not say no
No.
to them, but
He
he will
can't-
not say yes either.
you
But he
better
will have his
not say
camera
no.
there.
Never
He
gonna
will
happen.
have his camera
Never,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
He's already done it.
No.
He's just saying no right now. Let
He's
me.
trying to tell himself no, but he knows he is.
He is.
No.
Yes.
He's
can do
already
it.
told her.
Yes. I keep hearing yes. The more you say it, I hear it louder.
No, it's not gonna happen. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Just wouldn't be.
I believe it when I see it. When did they set a wedding date already?
Not
Oh
yet.
wait, let's see. But Joe, Sandy took your class so she can. Girl, I don't like humans.
Right.
Y'all know I don't like humans.
It's like when I had a family member talk about
I'm not scared to
taking a-
let you know.
taking a picture of them. They were like, "Ooh, you got a new camera, so you can take pictures of us." And I was like, "Are you food?" I'm confused.
I mean, like you are shaped like a burger.
I
but...
mentioned when y'all bought me the camera that I needed it for just food. So
You are shaped like a meatball.
you're
I'll
so
take a
mean,
picture.
Sandy.
I mean, well, don't be asking me to take pictures.
That's
So
what
please
I'm
don't do
saying.
that. Please
That's
do
what I'm
not.
saying.
So I sent y'all an article. You are pear shaped, so I guess I can.
That's wrong.
I am not participating in that line of
Apple
comments.
bottom, hello. Okay, no, for real. I sent y'all an article today where a gentleman had taken a selfie in the sand dunes in Coahuila.
Oh
and
yes,
just
I read
uploaded
that.
his selfie and then was like, wait a second, there's a UFO in the background.
An UFO in the background,
How wild is that?
and he found it like 6 weeks later.
Yeah, like pay attention to details, sir. But how
Joe?
crazy is that?
Would that have missed your eye?
Yeah, Joe, would you mistaken that for a cloud?
Probably.
He probably would just like, let me heal that ugly little spot. right
It's
there.
obviously not
Let
a
me just
cloud,
Photoshop that
though.
out real quick.
What, Jamie?
It's obviously not a cloud, though. That's the thing.
Obviously, it's not.
I'm with you, Sandy. I'm with you. Look, last time we met, the three of us together, I had forgot to mention that the day before that was International Pineapple Day. So happy International Pineapple Day, all you lovely people.
Did you know that if you put
Belated.
an apple upside down, like a real fruit apple, that supposedly all the juice flows through it and it's
Really?
juicier? I don't
then
know
you
if
throw
that
a
was
straw
real
in
or
it?
if that was like a swingers thing.
What?
I don't know. I saw that tidbit, but I was like, is this satire? Like,
Yes.
you're not gonna get me, mister.
They got you good and well.
Not today.
Not gonna get me today. I am.
What are you
looking
over
for
there
something.
doing, Jamie?
I'm trying to find something, but I'm gonna pause it real
I
quick
had
because
this-
I need to show y'all
Well,
one
I
of
had-
the. Go ahead, Sandy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Thank you. I was gonna tell you something that I did because of you, Jamie.
I love when people think about me.
Because
I was driving the other day, and you know how you said that you will call people when you're driving, right?
Yeah.
So I realized that I hadn't talked to an old teacher of mine, and I was like, I thought worst case. I'm like, oh my god, something happened to him.
Not me either, y'all.
Anyway, so I pulled a page out of your
Those are
book and
phone
I
calls
called
and-
him.
Get a page out of my yearbook, but didn't call me.
Well, turn me upside down and call me a swinger. Anyway, so thank you for that,
You're welcome.
for turning her upside down.
You know, I've been sporting, CPJ, thank you. I've been sporting, you know, I bought a hat from her for my dad that said Papa Pina on it. And when he passed away, he had never worn it because he didn't want to, you know, he was keeping it just to, he wanted.
My mom does that. Like, she didn't want to wear it out.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
So I brought it back from Texas and I was kind of doing the same thing. And then I thought, why am I not? You know, I was like, I know my dad's passed, but doing this weird thing. And I was like, that's no. So I started wearing it. I love it.
You should wear it upside down to kind of attention you get.
Sandy,
Not.
that stupid video of yours, I swear to gosh. That's
Just
all I get
delete
to
it. Can you
see.
go in there and delete
I
it?
don't know, but it
you
just
need to add some more
plays.
comments.
Ron,
to give us
how
one night.
are
Give us
you?
one night. Okay, here I want to show off this thing, guys. A couple weeks ago, I put together this banging sandwich, and oh my god, it was the most out of this world good looking thing I have yet to create in a long
A sandwich, an egg
A
sandwich.
sandwich.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No, not egg, but just sandwich. And y'all know, I don't know if y'all know or not, but I am a sucker for a sandwich, man. Let me-
Whoa.
Oh, I
So-
remember you sending us a picture of this. You
Yeah.
were hella proud of it.
God, it wasn't just proud. Like that thing, like my
I could
mouth
smell the
was
toasted
so-
bread from here. Did you
Yes.
put butter on it?
I put heavy amount of butter. I put garlic, salt, and pepper on that sourdough bread. Oh my gosh. It was toasted beautifully. This thing had air fryer bacon, pepper bacon, avocado, lettuce, tomato, mustard, mayo, turkey, ham,
Tomatoes,
and American
potatoes,
cheese.
gravy.
Jeez.
Dark chocolate and pickles.
I said garlic,
Fry
right? I
it,
said garlic, pepper, and
saute
salt
it.
No,
on that
you
thing.
definitely said
Boil
garlic.
it.
Yes.
The shrimp
Look at
kebabs.
that, guys. Look at that. Come on. Seriously. Does
Priscilla
that
said
not
it
look
looks delicious.
You
No
put some
matter.
sea salt on there too, huh? Look like
CPJ
sea
says
the only
salt.
kind of salt to use?
so good. I always order a club sandwich since I'm a member.
That's right.
Sean said, "No, thank you, Jamie."
Get the vete contigo. No one's talking to you anyway, John. Yes, CPJ. Yes, Priscilla. Yes, everyone. This is legit a good looking.
It really
sandwich.
looks good.
I'm not even kidding. I looked at this. I made this thing, and right here, this is where I was like, "What the heck did I just put together?"
Did you just think to yourself, "Damn self, I did it great."
That's exactly how it played out. Something like that. Sunday, I was like, "Where's my phone? Go get me my phone."
Priscilla,
And
what
I
is
was
this awful suggestion? Have you tried toasting your bread with mayo instead of butter? Huh?
Daddy, it's the legit thing, but it
No.
doesn't taste right. It does.
No.
It doesn't taste bad. It's just they're
There
both
is
fat.
no substitute for
Look,
butter.
You're right. So when I did,
You
I was
butter
these
a
pictures,
tortilla.
and-
You don't mayo a tortilla.
True.
I'm so glad you said it that way because that, like, yeah.
You butter your biscuits. You don't mayo your biscuits.
You butter your
Butter,
pancakes. You
jam,
don't mayo your pancakes.
biscuits.
Que no.
Mhm. You what, Joe? What are you buttering over there? Nothing.
Mm,
He
no,
probably mayos it. Doesn't
No,
you? You look like
I've
a
been-
mayor.
no.
You look like
no.
a mayor.
Yeah, because he doesn't like pineapples on
Pineapple.
pizza,
Yeah.
so he
Yeah.
probably likes mayo on pizza.
He's so savage. He's so savage.
Ugh,
Grilled cheese with mayo rather than butter. Okay, CPJ, I have loved you up until this comment. I just can't do it. Priscilla says, "LOL, it tastes okay."
Yeah, that's just it. It just tastes okay.
You
With
should
butter.
name it everything but pineapples.
Hey, Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia
Call
Jennings.
it the kitchen sink. Yeah.
Oh my
So-
gosh. I need to make a ham and pineapple sandwich the exact same way.
Have you seen the ham and pineapple? I was just about to tell you about the ham and pineapple sandwich.
No, I've never heard of that.
Focus right now.
Okay.
So you get the cinnamon, raisin bread.
Okay.
Okay.
You had
And
me till
then-
you said raisin.
I don't know my mess.
No me gusta el
Oh
raisin.
God. Anyway,
But,
so then you
well-
get the Philadelphia cream cheese pineapple spread and sauce. You put that on there, and then you get the
Let me
ham,
open Walmart real quick
and then
so I
you
can
put
order.
that on there, and then you toast your little panecitos, and then you put that with one pickle spear on the side, and then Ruffles chips, and it's the best. There's a restaurant here that has that, and I cannot think of the name. It's over there on the loop.
Jeez.
What is it called? It's where all the little old white ladies go.
Is it on 4th Street?
No,
not 4th Street.
It's on Loop South Loop 289. There's the
Oh, the little cafe right there where the Burger King used to be.
Oh, are you talking about?
is it Mrs. Camps? It's not Mrs. Camps. Is it Mrs. Camps?
Wait, are
KK's
you
Corner
sure?
or something like that?
Are you
No,
sure
no,
there's
no.
Pineapple
No.
cream cheese? I don't have a pineapple cream cheese up here.
Okay, so because I can't find it. They used to have it. I make my own.
I can.
Mira, agarra the little bucket like this, and then
Okay.
you get your little crushed. You have to get the whipped one, and then get your little crushed pineapples. Make sure you
Drain them.
yeah, that's a hard word. Make sure you drain them, and then you put them in there, and then mix it, and then you do your spread. It's so good. I promise you, it's so good.
Look at the gears
Andy,
turning.
You do not need to convince me. I am ready for this multi-level marketing.
What? I cannot
scheme.
think of that lady's name.
Mechanism.
Multi-level.
I am ready to sign up.
This pyramid scheme that you got going here.
Yes,
Of the sandwiches.
I will buy into it. Look,
Jamie, you can put marinara on it and call it pizza. Joe and I are out.
Pineapple stuff.
okay, so I'm looking at Walmart real quick. I just gotta ask, like, did anybody ask for Philadelphia to make a smoked salmon cream cheese?
No.
Somebody,
No, but I'm sure somebody wants it for their freaking bagel. And who eats bagels? Like, bagel is the thickest. Like, I swear you just take one bite and
like
it sits in your
bagel.
stomach for 2
Girl,
years.
look, I like bagel, but I like blueberry bagel only. And I only eat like the one slice, not when they cut it in half.
It's gotta be,
Like I only eat
it's
one
gotta
of
be
those.
like slathered with cream cheese for me to eat.
But then you just need a side of bagel with your cream cheese.
Ah.
There's
Nothing wrong with it. I'm not judging.
Shavita, I will type it out for you because it is so good. I want one right now. Midnight snack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ignore my bedtime.
Pina colada, like, oh my gosh, guys! I found someone makes a pina colada cheesecake up here in my city, my town, and it's at the Chicken Salad Sandwich Shop. That's the name of the restaurant. And in there, they make a freaking pina colada cheesecake.
It's still open, right?
Man, my stuff closes early up here.
They pull the red carpet early, don't they?
Yes.
Why? Do you know our Walmarts are no longer 24/7? I think I just learned that the other day.
We talked about this a couple
I'm
days
sure.
ago. I don't know if it was just you and I or
I eat it with a lot of cream cheese. What do you eat with a lot of cream cheese, Priscilla?
Bagels.
The bagels.
Oh. Who likes bagels? Oh my gosh.
You know what?
There's a whole bagel shop.
You know how someplace will replace your item if what you ordered isn't in stock?
What?
Your groceries. You know how at the grocery store they'll replace an item if the item you ordered isn't in stock, they'll replace it with a similar.
Yeah, so if you order flowers, they'll replace it with a can of mushrooms.
Yeah. So someone did that with the bread. I wanted wheat bread, and we got bread, and I thought it was wheat because it looked like it. After we were done putting the groceries, or during even, I was like, man, there is this powerful odor. What is up? And so we're putting everything. I thought maybe I left something in the fridge that was a little bit, extra. And I was like, no, but found out that they replaced my wheat bread with everything bread. And it's like the stuff that's on the bagel, everything bagel, but it's on bread. I didn't know that stuff existed, and that ish is smelly as toe jam. I was like,
what the?
Oh, Sandy, that's exactly. I thought my kids had left their shoes somewhere, and I was like, grab the baking soda now, tíralo. And so I was like, what is going on? And I finally realized it's the bread, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, this stuff is nasty. So do y'all like that everything bagel? For those of y'all that are everything or bagel people, is that a thing for you? Do you like the everything? Because no way. That thing was not busted.
I guess I'm sheltered.
Bagel bread.
You're not. You're the kind of guy that gets the same burger without vegetables every time for the last 30 years.
Vegetables are the devil.
300. Sorry.
Vegetables are the devil, Bobby Boucher.
Jamie, Matt and I made homemade apricot jam and apricot pepper jam. Ooh. We cold smoked a block of cream cheese and put the apricot pepper jam
that sounds good to me.
Right hand,
girl. Look, just
right hand.
Only thing that is missing, in my opinion, a little bit of cannabis, and we are going to the moon.
Okay, so I had that block of cheese, that block of cream cheese, and then you do the chipotle raspberry on it, and then with the crackers.
Both of those sound
so good. I want some of your jam. I'll buy some from you.
When I come to Lubbock next, let's make sure we get it a little all that together. I'll bring the cannabis.
I love the everything bagel seasoning.
I'll bring the cannabis. You bring the jam.
I'll be calling the airport. Jamie Pena has some weed on the plane. Jamie Pena.
Or the dogs.
Well, then maybe y'all need to come up here so we don't get in any trouble. All right, so we make that happen.
What is cold smoke?
So
what does that mean?
So you know how you normally would put you regularly smoke something on the grill?
Smoke weed every day. Not that one.
No, not like that.
Okay.
So the cold smoke is whenever they have the little. Well, correct me, CPJ. It's when you have the little gun in the house, right? So you can do it right there. You don't need to fire up a whole grill to do it.
Priscilla, it's so good. It really is. And then if you grab the cracker, put a piece of smoked salmon on it, and then on top of that,
see, smoked salmon sounds good, but not smoked salmon is good. Cream cheese. Anyway, you put that smoke in there, you cover it up with the saran wrap, and you can throw it in the refrigerator or wherever, and it absorbs.
CPJ, I need you to invite me over. I've just had about it.
Especially during Christmas.
Our stuff always falls on the same day.
You need to purposefully not make that happen, Sandy, because her thing seems out of this world.
Yeah, hers. Mine, I put the trash in. Anyway.
Okay, last thing I'm going to show you on, then we got to go. So
yeah, we got to go.
We have to go.
Well, we don't. We should, but we We don't.
Y'all need to go. Oh, she said we use a smoker. You can start the smoke in a tube without any heat. It's in the smoker.
Oh, it's not gonna let me pop it up. But anyway, can you see that? Okay.
Oh, I can. I just think of that song. If you like pina colada.
Yes. So right there, sweet
Alizé
creamy
and
filling
shit.
on a crumble crust, topped with pineapple glaze. I missed that the first time. I think
Oh.
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Y'all know what I had today for dinner?
What?
Ooh, you didn't sound like you wanted to know.
No, I was saying what? Like
You said you sounded disgusted. Actually,
no.
I had
Well, I don't like
tropical tequila
pecans in my
sauce.
summer.
So
Interesting.
what I did is I cooked up my shrimp,
Uh-huh.
and then I put the sauce on it. It's mango, coconut, and pineapple tequila sauce. It's called tropical sauce. So I put that on my shrimp.
Where's the tequila come from?
I don't know. It's in the bottle. And then I made my mango salsa, and I had shrimp tacos.
That sounds so good,
Nice.
So
Sandy.
Except I would blow up like a balloon. I would
Why?
Why would you
Oh,
blow up?
like why?
Oh, the shrimp.
The shrimp.
The shrimp. Okay.
CPJ said you had me at tequila.
Yeah. We gotta go, y'all. We gotta go.
Okay.
I had to-
Okay, hurry up, girl.
Where's the
Oh, my-
look at the Facebook, y'all? Look at the Facebook.
I did. There.
I've got like 11 windows open right now. Okay. God darn it, Sandy. I swear to gosh.
That should already be up.
This right there every time, okay? All right, everyone. So, hey, come back to join us next week where we will be having some fun with y'all
We'll be trying to remember to be here.
and try. Well, one of us will be here at the very least. The other one,
Ish about Joe.
so,
I don't
we'll see what
know.
happens. But hey, send it. We didn't ever get to it, but send us in the chat later or in Facebook. Tell us what you got on Prime Day so we can all
Thanks
see
for
the
being with
toys.
there, Priscilla.
Thanks everyone. Loved y'all
Thank
all
you.
hanging out.
Good night.
All right, and as usual, remember to be kind. Someone is finding. That's a typo, isn't it, girl? I just realized that.
It's been a typo.
Be kind. Someone is fighting a battle you know nothing about.
Live, laugh, toaster bath.
Yeah, filthy animals.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
night.
Love y'all.